Hello. Let's do some stretching. Good evening, everybody. Well, it's fairly late, but let's do some exercise. Okay? I mean, just stretching. Yeah, it's been a very long day, so just stretching. Oh, oh. Okay. Oh. And then ankle rotation, and then knee rotation, neck rotation. Oh, good. So how many minutes has it been? 2 minutes. Okay, let's take 5 minutes break. Whew. Whew. Ah, wow. Okay, good evening, everybody. Oh, it's surely night time. Um, yeah, yeah. It was a long day at work. It happens like this once in a while. That's cool. Um, yeah. Oh boy. Whew. There's some carbonate. Where's Shiraz? Oh boy. Well, happy Tuesday, but it's not Tuesday. It's actually Wednesday, midnight. Um, Yeah, very long day at work. Any line of job, it happens once in a while, right? We work overtime. Happens once in a while, right? Yeah. So you, it was one of those days today. It was long, and it's good. I think it's mentally healthy. Every now and then we overtime work. So how many hours did I work today? 16 hours. 16 hours. Okay. I think it's mentally healthy to work like this overtime, like once in a blue moon, like once in a quarter moon. Yeah, yeah, it's good. Discipline, right? Yeah, it's spiritually healthy. Every once in a while we work overtime. Yeah, I think it's so good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, we made all the deadline. Everything done in time is so cool. Okay, so yeah, my colleagues they're like my family. It's like spending the evening with my family members. That's how it's like. Yeah. If you're at home with your family members, house chores, right? Yeah, so what's the difference? That's how I see it. Colleagues, collegial friends, right? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, yeah. I'm just blank because it's been quite a long day. Started working at 9, finished work at like 12:30 at night. 16 hours of work. I had to skip running today, but that's fine. Why? Last Sunday I ran the park. So yeah, over 5 days a week running. Hmm? Did I tell you I have my hair cut? Okay, I cut my hair myself. Okay, so yeah. So, wow, it was a long day. Yeah, but tomorrow I will have half day off, so I can sleep late. So it's so cool. Yeah. So yeah, I'm a lawyer. So, but when I was a computer programmer, when I was a U.S. Army junior enlisted soldier, before then, I was a graduate student. Before that, undergraduate student. Before that, uh, supermarket worker. Right? Yeah. Every now and then we have these kind of days. These days, long days. Right? Yeah. Due date, deadlines, some big projects. Right? It's fun every now and then, right? So it's good because we work together between friends, right? Colleagues. It's like going out on a camping trip, right? The only thing, there's no drink. I work. Work is no problem, right? Yeah, work is work. If you go fishing, if you go hunting, camping, there's work there. If you're in the house, there's work in the house too, right? So it's not that much difference. It's just that when we are on the job, we cannot drink. So that's the only thing. So yeah, I mean, in my car, in my suitcase, I have toothbrush and toothpaste. So yeah, I brush my teeth in the bathroom at work and had dinner. I went to Burger King. Okay, had double Whopper, no mayonnaise, no cheese, double Whopper, and French fries, and a bottle of milk. That's what I had for dinner. Okay, and it was good. Very, yeah, gave me plenty of energy. Okay, but when we have long days at work, it's not like we are always busy, right? There's some downtime, right? Because sometimes you have to wait on somebody else. It's like production line, right? So you get it's a division of labor, specialization. So it's like factory line work. You get your job done, then you wait for somebody else. So you get your job done, you pass it to some next to your coworker, and you wait until previous coworker is done to get the product. It's like assembly line in a factory, right? Yeah. So there's some downtime. So yeah, it was cool. Yeah, yeah. It was a long day, but I wasn't like busy every single second. That's how typically any line of job overtime work involves, right? Yeah. So next paper, I mean, we'll finish this paper, humanized paper, okay? But we are thinking ahead. Next paper, I'm not sure if I'm gonna write about climate change. Yeah, climate change alarmism is like climate change phobia, climate change anxiety. I don't think it's a healthy, useful kind of fear. I think it's unnecessary fear. So climate change alarmism, phobia, anxiety. I think that's how I would characterize this whole climate change ideology going on. Anti-climate change ideology, anti-climate changeism, right? I think it's more anxiety, phobia, unnecessary fear. That's my take on it. Okay. So I'm kind of debating, should I write about that, climate change alarmism, or should I write about transactional demand theory in economics? Okay. Hmm. I might write about economics first. Okay. Yeah. Because in my spare time, I read some economics articles, and so Mr. Professor Alfred Marshall, his theory of supply and demand curve is not mathematically rigorous. Okay, it's more based on intuition. All right. Yeah, but we came up with a replayment theory, alternative theory. Okay, to be really mathematically rigorous. Because I was not satisfied at the level of mathematical rigor in Professor Alfred Marshall's supply and demand curve theory. Okay, I was not satisfied at all. Okay, it's more like cobbler kind of patchwork, right? Based on intuition, some mathematics here, some rational there, some justification there. Mm, nah, nah. A lot of economists have mathematics background, physics background, okay, but when they're in economics, uh, they tend to be not very mathematically rigorous, okay, in terms of mathematical modeling, okay. But we can do better, so. Yeah. So I mean, I appreciate economists. They're great. Okay. What I'm saying is we are next generation scholars. So and economics is one of the very interesting field in science, social science, and so we want to make some contribution there. That's all. We appreciate what they do. Okay. And but we want to help them out basically. We want to help them. Okay. Just like we help psychologists, sociologists, philosophers, mathematicians, physicists, linguists. We help everybody. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's take 5 minutes break. Okay. I'm still recovering from the long day's fatigue. Yeah. Yeah. It's good that we have liquor, vodka, whiskey, dry red wine. It's good that we have that so that we can relax. I also had 2 cigarettes during my break times at work because it was a long day. And I skipped running. Okay. So I needed 2 cigarettes. Okay. One at a time. Okay. But yeah. At some points, yeah, it was quite stressful too. Okay. And come on, skipping lunch hour, right? Yeah. But every once in a while, I think it's very spiritually healthy thing. Working overtime, interacting with your colleagues, right? I think it's great. Like once a quarter, maybe once a year, twice a year. I think it's something very healthy. It's like annual fasting, seasonal fasting, or training day, right? To maintain your discipline level. Fasting, right? Yeah. Religion, Islam, they still practice fasting, right? Maybe Judaism too. I don't know. But Christianity, they don't practice fasting anymore. I think they used to. Okay. Whereas when I was in South Korea, yeah, they did practice fasting. Okay. Yeah. In America, not so much, right? Yeah. But Islam, yeah, they still practice fasting, Ramadan, right? Which is fantastic. Okay. Hmm? Fasting is great. Okay. So yeah, every once in a while, like once a year, twice a year, just overtime work at work. I think it's kind of equivalent to fasting, right? Yeah. So and I think it's spiritually very healthy activity, like once a year, right? Okay, let's take 5 minutes. Yeah, it was good. Uh, So, economics, okay? Yeah, I read some articles about it. So, I think I might, next paper might be just economics, okay? Next paper, science. The climate change, alarmism, okay? So Mr. Professor Alfred Marshall, he, well, we can start with appreciation, okay? He asked the right question, made a good attempt, but we can do better. Okay, that's all it is. Okay, our parental, grandparental, great grandparental generation, they did their job. Okay, we're talking about Alfred Marshall, Albert Einstein, Sigmund Freud, Karl Marx, whoever. Okay, so we inherited what they did. They are partially correct, but they're not quite complete. So we are doing our job as present generation to build on top of what they did. We appreciate their contribution. Let's start with acknowledgement, appreciation. Okay. Next comes criticism. Right? We need to point out the incompleteness of what they did. Okay? That's the right attitude, right? Yeah. Yin and yang, plus and minus. Okay. Appreciation and criticism. Okay. Balance. In humanology, we love dualism. Okay. Plus and minus. Okay. Uh, Mr. Aristotle, he loved triism, like triangular stuff, but and no, not really, not us. We prefer dualism. Okay, like set theory, set A and everything else, A complement. Uh, okay, so Mr. Professor Alfred Marshall, supply curve going up, demand curve going down. Okay, intersection, price equilibrium. Okay, that's cool concept, but uh, that's incorrect. Why? Supply and demand, they are not independent functions. They are very much dependent upon each other. Okay, so that it was wrong from the get go. Okay, supply and demand, they are not independent. Like two independent, they are not supply and demand curve. They are not two independent curves. It was wrong model. Okay, it's a wrong, very much wrong concept. Very unrealistic conceptualization and wrong model. Okay, we have to point that out because it's important. Why? It's being taught in every school. Wrong model. Just like Mr. Albert Einstein's special and general relativity, which is very wrong theories. Okay, it's being taught everywhere for 100 years by now. We have to correct them. Okay, it's a very important job of ours. Okay, and only we can do this. Okay, we have to do this, and we will. Albert Einstein's special general relative theories, we already disproved them and published the two papers. Okay, that one is done. But Mr. Alfred Marshall, there's some work to be done. Well, we already did so, disproved him in this humanized series, but now we need to put it in writing because there's big difference. Verbal versus writing. Okay, yeah. When it comes to Mr. Sigmund Freud, in this paper, humanized paper, copy humanized paper I'm writing, yeah, I'm going to disprove it. Okay, formally. Okay, using set theory, subset, superset, set inclusion, yeah, using that mathematical tool, logical tool, yeah, we disprove it. Okay. Let me write it down. Let me grab my cell phone. Let me refill this vodka too, okay? Coconut vodka. Yeah, actually, I just remembered I already wrote down the note in my cell phone, so yeah, it's already written, the note. Yeah, disproof of Dr. Freud, okay. Yeah, I already wrote it down, so over this weekend, probably I write it down, okay, so. So, why supply and demand is not independent functions? It's because, well, we have to start with demand curve, okay, and there's only one curve. Transactional demand theory, that's the alternative to uh, Professor Marshall's supply demand curve theory, okay. There's only one curve, there's no two curves, only one curve, okay. Yeah. So, we start with demand curve, okay, and there's only one demand curve, there's no supply curve, okay. Yeah. Just one transaction demand curve and that's it. Okay. And it's not like this demand curve that goes like that. No. It's like Z curve, okay? It flattens at some point. It doesn't just go up like that. No. It flattens. It's more like sigmoid function. Logistic curve, okay? We talked about this before, so. So we start the narrative with pasta restaurant owner, right? Supplier. Huh? And let's say this pasta restaurant cook owner, solo proprietor, open up this pasta restaurant, okay, and then experiment with price level of this pasta dish, okay. If we put price very high, not many people will buy it. Why? Because they cannot afford it. Okay. If we put price level very low, yeah, more people will buy it because more people can afford it. So the demand curve is based upon demographics, affordability. Okay. Yeah, so that's the idea. That's the beginning, foundational concept, right? Demand curve should be based upon demographics of income level. Okay. Yeah. So we are being more fine-grained, more detailed than what Professor Marshall came up with. Okay. But when I was in college, Madison, Wisconsin, I took one economics class, one and only. It was in microeconomics, supply and demand curve, and yeah, marginal utility. Yeah, they're cool. Okay, yeah, we get it. Yeah, marginal meaning delta. It's like differentiation concept. Okay, they did a good job. Professor Marshall and some others. Okay, yeah, yeah, they did a good job. But we are just building upon what they did. Okay, we appreciate what they did. We also criticize what they did because we want to do our part as a current generation, as opposed to just learning what they did. We want to tweak it a little bit or a lot. Okay, we want to make it better, mathematical model, okay, of economic phenomenon. price formation, right? We appreciate what they did, but we want to do better. We want to do our job, as opposed to just learning what they did and then teaching it to future generation. We want to create our own thing, make some modification, and make it better. Okay, yeah, right. Yeah, that's fair, right? Yeah. So, as a business owner, this pasta restaurant owner constantly watch the demand level, all right? And depending on the price, right? Yeah, demand goes up and down. If demand is, I mean, if price is too high, demand goes down. If price is too low, demand goes up. And so price can be the causation factor, independent variable, and demand level can be dependent variable, cause and effect. Okay, yeah, it could be the other way too. If demand is very high, yeah, the restaurant owner can afford to raise the price. It's like auction concept. Yeah, seller's market. Okay, if demand level is very no, very low, then seller supplier will be motivated to lower the price. Okay, it's a two-way street. Okay, so yeah, let's closely scrutinize and closely let's sit back and let's think it through as opposed to applying all this mathematics, calculus, integration. No, no, let's step back, let's take a deep breath, let's slow down and get to the basics. Right? So that's the whole point of this paper that we're gonna write after this humanology paper, okay? Mm. We are still on the planning stage, okay, so of next paper. Okay. Yeah. We'll take it very slow, okay? So this transactional demand curve theory in economics, microeconomics, right? Yeah, we'll take it very slow, okay? We'll leave no stone unturned in this economics paper, okay? You slow down, step back, and think it through, okay? Yeah, we'll take it slow. Because supply demand curve theory is good, but it is faulty, okay? But what other economists, what they do is they cannot quite go beyond that model by Professor Alfred Marshall, okay? And they are good students and they are good teachers. We appreciate what they do, okay? But it takes us to go beyond that level, all right? Not many people can do that. Right? So yeah, it'd be interesting paper, okay? So transactional demand curve theory, okay? We all did this before, okay? We did all this before in the human rights series, like maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, okay? So, but we all we gotta do is just to review it and write them down in a paper, okay? So, yeah. So that's what's ahead of us about a month from now, right? This month is already February. Happy February, okay? Yeah. And happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, right? Yeah. Right now it's like Wednesday midnight. Okay, so but hey, I got half day today off. Okay, so yeah, I can sleep late. Right, so yeah, having a long day at work is like strengthening test, strengthening training session of perseverance, endurance. Yeah, I mean I'm a lawyer now. Before that, computer programmer. Before that, law school student. Before that, U.S. Army soldier. Before that, computer programmer. Before that, Cornell graduate school PhD program. Before that, Madison, Wisconsin computer science major. Before that, uh, supermarket worker. Okay. Before that, South Korea high school. Okay. Yeah. Endurance test, endurance training, perseverance. Every once in a while, right? We overtime work, overtime study. Yeah, it strengthens us. It makes us stronger. Okay. Yeah, it happens once in a while. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So this demand transactional demand theory. Okay. I think you will do the next paper. Okay. So climate change. Yeah, we'll do the next. Okay. So yeah, transactional demand curve theory. Okay. We'll take it very slow there. Yeah, there is some differentiation, integration, calculus, right? Yeah. Sigmoid function and Gauss curve, demographics, right? Yeah, you were there. Okay, we'll take it very slow, okay? But in translational demand curve theory, yeah, supply curve and demand curve, they're one, okay? There's no separate supply and demand curve, okay? Because they are very much dependent to each other, okay? I mean, in psychology, they call it codependency, but we don't use that term, okay? Why? Because dependency is kind of negative term, negative connotation. Okay, we want to be independent. Okay, how about like instead of calling it codependency in psychology, how calling it like symbiosis in biology? Okay, yeah, symbiosis. We are not. Yeah, we are depending on each other, but we don't want to use that term because dependency very negative connotation. Okay, how about helping out each other, cooperation, cooperative effort? That's more like future looking, forward looking, like constructive, right? Yeah, so psychology, they got some bad blood there. There's some darkness, deep darkness in psychology, okay? Something very dark, okay? There's some darkness in psychology, okay? They talk about like trauma, like regressive psychoanalysis, like they talk about this Sigmund Freudian, this deep dark past, like Yeah, so there's something wrong with psychology. Seriously, okay, it's kind of abysmal, kind of spirit. There's something wrong with psychology. Okay, I mean, there's something wrong with physics. Yeah, Einsteinian relativity is dark matter. Whoa, not to be confused with Black Lives Matter. Okay, but yeah, in the universe they say dark matter, black hole. Okay. In humanological physics, there's no such a thing as dark matter. There's no such a thing as a black hole. There's no such thing as Einsteinian special general relativity. There's no such a thing as E equal MC squared. Okay, it's all wrong theories. Yes, junk science. Okay. Yeah, physics, even physics have some dark corners, some dark part. Economics, yeah, there's some dark parts there too. Okay. And their intention is good, but there's some wrong theories there. So even in mathematics, yeah, there's some wrong theories there too. So we got a lot to do. Okay, present, current generation, yeah, we want to do our part to make some advancement, one step higher in current generation. Okay, so that's what we do here in humanology. Welcome to humanology, legends. Okay, okay, all right, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay, we do our part in this generations as a this generation member. Okay, so members. Let's take 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Uh, okay, so yeah, I mean, Mr. Professor Alfred Marshall, he made good contribution, great starting point, but he made some fundamental error. Okay, supply and demand, they are not independent, like he assumed, right? Some common criticism in economics is that they make unrealistic assumptions in their mathematical model of some economic phenomenon. Okay, there's very common criticism, very recurring errors that they make. Okay, yeah, supply and demand, they're not independent. They're very much mathematically dependent. Okay, yeah. Yeah, in this pasta Peter, okay, Mr. Pasta Peter, yeah, experimenting with price level where there's thought experiment. Okay, in real world, it's not like that. Okay, let this let's say this there's this already established market of pasta business. Okay, I mean then brand new comer in this pasta market restaurant business, most likely Mr. Peter Pasta, Mr. Pasta Peter. Okay, he will put the price level around the same level as his established competitors' price level. Okay. Mm. But if this, let's say it's brand new kind of pasta, vegan pasta, vegetarian pasta, okay. If it's a brand new market, then this Mr. Peter, the pasta cook, maker, restaurateur, he will base the price level based upon the cost. Yeah, the rent, electricity, water bills, food material bills, employees. So Peter, the pasta maker, will calculate some accounting involved. Okay. Yeah, what's the cost? How many pasta dish he's making? He's projecting, expecting to sell, divide by number of employees and cost. Okay. We'll examine all those detail in the great detail. Okay. Yeah. We step back, take it slow, and get back to the very basics. We'll have some stone, firm foundation. Okay. Yeah, we are gonna rewrite. Ooh, economics. Okay. I just spilled my water. Oh my goodness. Talk about foundation. Okay. Plastic cup. So light. My goodness. I just spilled half a cup of this water, man. Oh man, what a mess. But it's just water. At least I didn't spill vodka or whiskey. It's just water, you will evaporate, right? Yeah, we'll just leave it there. We don't have time for that, okay? What a mess. Let me get some brand new water. So yeah, we're gonna have some firm foundation, unlike this plastic cup. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Get dommage, water damage. French French phrase. So yeah, if market participant is brand new, most likely this restaurateur, restaurant owner will base the price of his product, pasta dish, based on the cost. Yeah, what's the minimum wage level? What's the electricity bill? What's the rent? What's the food material cost? Pasta, vegetables, meat. What's the price? Okay, how much money is going out? How much money is coming in as he expects? All right. I'm not a sexist, misogynist. All right. I'm a male, so I use male now pronoun. Okay. I'm not gonna say every time he or she. No. If you're female, feel free to use female pronoun. Right. I'm a male. Okay. So it's easier for me to use male pronoun. Okay. In humanology, egocentrism is something very natural. Right. So if I'm male oriented, that's natural. There's nothing wrong about that because I'm male. It's easier for me to use male pronoun. Okay. If you're female, yeah, feel free to use female pronoun. Okay. I won't be offended. I won't call you a sexist, misandrist. Nah. I'm a conservative. I'm not like that. Anyways, so yeah, brand new participant in the market. Yeah, most likely put the price level based on the cost of production of this product. Okay. But newbie, secondary market participant most likely will set the price as an imitation of established, pre-existing market participants, right? Other sellers who have been already there. Okay. So that's the realistic situation. Okay. But let's take the liberty of making some thought experiment, okay? Let's say this market participant, brand new, have some wealthy uncle or some inheritance money, okay? Very luxury, right? He got some wealthy patron, his inheritance money, so he takes the liberty to experiment with the price level and then demand level. Okay. Yeah, it's a thought experiment, some luxury, right? Let's say this restaurant owner, is also an economist, amateurish, scientist, okay, theoretical interest. Okay, yeah. Also, pasta aficionado, okay, he loves to cook. He got plenty of money. He doesn't really have to work because he got inheritance money, right? But he's diligent. He's intellectually curious. So yeah, let's say he experiment with this pasta restaurant, right? Yeah, so he can afford to experiment with the price level. He's also intellectual, scholastic, scientific, okay, very intellectually curious. So let's say he experiments with this pasta price and see how demand level fluctuates. Okay? Yeah. Also, once he's done with experimenting, okay, and then the demand level may go up or down, okay, then it's now his turn to adjust the price level of his pasta dish according to the demand. So dependent variable X and Y, it can switch the places. Okay. Price may precede demand, but demand also may precede price in the auction situation. Okay. Yeah, is it like buyer's market, seller's market, that kind of stuff? Okay. Yeah. But beside that, if he just experiment with price level and demand level, some relationship with that between the two, okay? Okay, so yeah, there are a lot of things we're gonna talk about in this paper. Okay, we get back to the basics. We take a step back. We take it very slow, and we be very thorough, right? So mathematical, analysis, economical analysis. Okay, yeah, yeah. It'll be a very interesting paper. We will take it very slow. Okay, yeah. Then we can fill like 50 pages. Okay. In our standard kind of minimum way, minimum, not minimum or maximum, but about average paper length. Okay, in our brand new tradition, humanology, paper publication tradition, right? Okay, we got a game plan. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Unlike other economists, we'll step back, take back, relax, take it very slow and very thorough, slow and thorough. Okay, to build this firm foundation in economics. Okay, because nowadays, yeah, economists we acknowledge, admit, appreciate what they did so far. Okay, but as current generation, we want to do better. We do want to do our job, do our part. Okay, so we just start brand new from scratch. Okay, they're very interesting paper. Yeah, because when I was reading economics articles, books, okay, it was very refreshing. Okay, because nowadays in 2021 January, February, okay, it's all about politics, right? Ideologies. But in the economics field, yeah, they talk about mathematics, right? Some of the articles, books I read, okay, yeah, they talk about history, science, right? Welfare. Yeah, it was very refreshing because today's America 2021 is all about politics, like President Trump, President Biden. It's all about politics, COVID-19, ideologies like tattoo piercism, LGBTism, climate changeism. Yeah, it's too much ideology, politics, okay, but economics, from what I've read, is very refreshing. They talk about physics, no, no, yeah, they talk about like mathematics, right? History, okay. It was very refreshing, okay, so yeah, I think next paper will be about economics, okay. Hmm. Yeah, as a refresher, okay. Let's get away as an escapist. All right, let's get away from all this politics, climate change, ideology. Let's get away from that. Okay, yeah, let's talk about economics. Okay, yeah, history, mathematics. Okay, as an escapist. Okay, I think that's healthy thing to do. Okay, as a balance. Okay, so okay, we got a game plan. Okay, right. Hey, I gotta eat something, go to bed, and get back to work tomorrow. But I got tomorrow's half day off in the morning session. Okay, I go back to the work in the afternoon, which I got my superior's approval. Half day off tomorrow. Okay, but today I worked until midnight. Right, so yeah, my content general superiors approved this half day leave tomorrow. Okay, okay, yeah, it's about discipline, perseverance, right? Strengthening our soul, spirit. Yeah, that's good. All right. All right. Thank you. Good night. Bye, everybody. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you.